The peanut butter and jelly sandwich was one of my favorite sandwiches growing up, like a lot of kids, like a lot of people. I know this is a common thing, but for me, I used to daydream about running a peanut butter and jelly sandwich shop. It was called the Peanut Butter and Jelly Deli in my head. It was gonna have homemade breads, on-demand peanut butter and nut butter machines to where you can mix and match and make your own nut butters, and then every kind of jelly and jam imaginable. I dreamt of being the Willy Wonka of peanut butter and jellies. To this day, I still eat peanut butter and jellies regularly. I mean, that's just awesome. But I'm gonna say, you can't beat a fresh peanut butter and jelly, where you control the flavors, the sweetness, the tartness, the saltiness, and most importantly, control all of the ingredients. It's shocking when you go to the grocery store and you buy a natural peanut butter that has more ingredients than just peanuts and maybe some salt. This one has palm oil in it. Why would it have palm oil? And that one is pretty limited. There's peanut butters that have dozens of ingredients. Now, I'm not an ingredient fearmonger. I'm not gonna tell you that you have to limit foods based on how many ingredients are in it. But for something like a nut butter, there should be one ingredient, well, two, salt. But today I wanted to make a nut butter that's gonna have about 6 or 7 ingredients, and they're all gonna be different nuts. Monica and I keep a lot of different nuts on hand. We like having them here in the house because they're great to snack on. So I was gonna make an everything butter. It's a great flavor, but then you get the best of all worlds if you're looking for something that might be a little healthier. Now, a lot of the nuts that I have are gonna be roasted, maybe lightly salted, but any combination of what you want will work. I'm gonna be using some roasted nuts, cashews, walnuts, almonds, macadamia nuts, and then add in some flax seeds and pumpkin seeds. That way we get the high vitamin E, magnesium, omega-3s, like the healthy fats, high protein, everything that's gonna be available in all of the different nuts. So this is super easy. This recipe is incredibly simple. Preheat the oven for 350 degrees. On a baking sheet, I'm gonna add 2 cups of peanuts, ½ cup of cashews, ¼ cup of almonds, a little handful of walnuts and macadamia nuts, then a teaspoon of flax seeds and 2 teaspoons of pumpkin seeds. Now we're gonna roast these for a few reasons. You could just make peanut butter or just toss these all into a food processor, but roasting them is gonna bring out the oils. It also brings out the flavors, but bringing out those oils helps your food processor along to get a smoother, creamier peanut butter. So we're gonna toss those in the oven for about 20 minutes, which is plenty of time for today's sponsor. So you've seen me talking about Miracle Made sheets for well over a year now. At first it was the ad where I was laying in bed telling you about how if you were too hot or too cold, I highly recommend Miracle Made bed sheets. Well, over the year I was telling you about how great of sleep I was getting. I got a sleep tracker and I can confidently tell you that when I'm using my Miracle Made bed sheets, I am getting a better night of sleep. Swapping out sheets to Miracle Made leads to a better sleep score. It's incredible. Miracle Made sheets are inspired by NASA and use silver-infused fabrics that are temperature regulating so you can sleep at the perfect temperature all night long. And the infused silver actually helps prevent 99.7% of bacterial growth. So it leaves your sheets feeling cleaner and fresher 3 times longer than other sheets. Along with being luxuriously comfortable, they feel nice, if not nicer, than sheets used by some 5-star hotels, without the high price tag of other luxury brands. So gang, we're in the middle of a heat bubble. It's time to upgrade your sleep. Go to trymiracle.com/SauceStache to try Miracle Made sheets today. And whether you're buying for yourself or as a gift for a loved one, if you order today, you can save over 40%. And if you use promo code SauceStache at checkout, you're gonna get a free 3-piece towel set and save an extra 20%. And Miracle is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you aren't 100% satisfied, you'll get a full refund. So upgrade your sleep with Miracle Made. Go to trymiracle.com/SauceStache and use code SauceStache to claim your free 3-piece towel set and save over 40% off. Again, that's trymiracle.com/SauceStache to treat yourself. Miracle, thanks for sponsoring today's video and giving me an incredible night's sleep. Okay, we're back. Let's talk about our jelly. I will never buy jelly again. It is so incredibly easy to make. It's phenomenally easy to make. And again, you get to control all of the ingredients. I like to make my jelly using far less sugars. Most jellies are made with pectin, which requires quite a bit of sugar and acid to set. I'm gonna be using allulose. Allulose is a natural sweetener. It's not necessarily natural because it is a process on how it's made, but it is a naturally found sugar. It's a naturally found sweetener. But it doesn't affect your glucose, it's 0 calories, and it's been shown to have positive effects on your gut. Now, because I'm using allulose, I can't use pectin to set my jelly. I'm gonna be using agar. Now you can use any juice you like. I'm gonna be using an organic Concord grape juice. This is one ingredient, just pure grapes, not from concentrate. 2 cups of the juice into a saucepan with almost a teaspoon of agar. I'm not gonna do a full teaspoon, doesn't have to be heaping, maybe a little bit less. 3/4 of a teaspoon might not be enough, so just a little over. Now add a 1/4 cup of allulose, bring that to a boil, and then set a timer for 2 minutes while you're stirring. After 2 minutes, I like to add a teaspoon of chia seeds. That adds some texture to the jelly. You don't have to add that. And then a squirt of lemon juice. Stir that up, and then toss it into a jar while it's hot. Be careful, this is extremely hot. I grabbed 2 mason jars because I was wrong. I only needed the one. Fill up the 1 mason jar, toss a lid on it, throw it in the fridge overnight. Now for the nut butter, the nuts are done in the oven. All you have to do is throw them into a food processor. I made a little bit of a mess, there's easier ways. And then just pulse it until the nuts crumble. Once you get this like crumbly look, then you can just turn the processor on. I threw it on high and let it run for about 10 minutes. You can time it. That's pretty much exactly how long it takes for nuts to turn into butter. Most nuts. Some nuts take a little longer, some a little less. After 5 minutes, I did stop it and knock the sides down a bit, but then boom, you could see 10 minutes in, we have this creamy, piping hot peanut butter. I like to store this in a glass container, throw it in the fridge because it is fresh. The oils will separate, so if you throw it in the fridge, it actually kind of helps it not separate as much. But the next morning, we can make our first sandwich. And you can see this is smooth, this is creamy. The peanut butter is out of this world good. The jelly is super jelly. It spreads far easier than any store-bought jelly. It's not nearly as sweet, but that's how I like it. But then boom, we have this incredible homemade peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I mean, the flavors are so good. It tastes like an adult peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I had to make another one because I know you all want to hear what Monica has to say. Baby?
Exciting.
Yeah, I want to see what you think.
Okay.
I mean, you've had my homemade peanut butters.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, they're delicious.
Yeah.
This is great.
I know, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's so easy.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
It tastes like peanut butter. It's like very rich, very natural, and it's got a little bit of like it's not like it's pretty creamy, but there's a little bit of like peanut chunks in there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's not like super chunky at all, but yeah, it's really good. And the jelly is really good too. It's a great compliment.
Yeah, you're not gonna get the super duper duper like perfectly smooth peanut butter. The processing that's involved to get that smoothness, you could add some different additives to make it a little bit more smooth, but it's really, this is as smooth as you're gonna get with, which is already, it's incredibly smooth. There is a slight texture there. It's like a little bit of like a grit, but not like, like you don't like taste it in a negative way. I like the texture.
Yeah, a little bit of grit is good.
Yeah, but what do you think about the jelly? I know you like, because you're not like a super sweet person, like as far as like.
This is great. It tastes very like flavorful of the fruit. Like
like you really taste the grape.
Like it tastes like very like natural. Like I'm eating the fruit and the grape, and I prefer that.
I do. That's the other thing I think too is like a lot of jellies, the flavor, like the strawberry jelly and grape jellies and stuff, the fruit flavor is so overblown because of the amount of sugar. Like typically to make like a grape jelly, it would be like 2 cups of grape juice to like 3 or 4 cups of sugar and then a little bit of pectin. So it's the amount of sugar that is needed is just insane. We didn't even come, and allulose is a 2/3 as sweet as regular sugar. So you can see with a 1/4 cup of allulose, we're nowhere near the amount of sugar that a normal grape jelly has. So this is more of like a real grape flavor, which is like what I like. But boom, that's dinner. No, I'm kidding. It's like it's 10 a.m. right now.
That's great.
Yes.